all you guys on social media, but we should become friends. Okay? I actually literally see these people, and the Instagram, the Facebook, the whatever, social media platform algorithms that you use are gonna put the people at the top of your page of the ones who you interact with most. So if you have written down a nugget, that's nugget number one. Your algorithm is gonna bring you the people who you interact with most. So that page that you keep scrolling on that has nothing to do with Primerica, nothing to do with making money, nothing to do with growing yourself personally, they're going to continue to pop up on your feed because that's who you interact with most. Versus if you scroll all the way to the left, whether it's on your Facebook or your Instagram, those are the people you interact with least. So you don't really see their content. But you don't even know if that's the person who could bring you to your next RVP. Or maybe they are your RVP. Okay? So that's the first thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this presentation. I am actually very short. So hopefully you can see. Or here. Yeah, just
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna share with you guys exactly how we do it, and I'm actually gonna give you living proof of some personal examples and someone on the team who's actually been doing it. Okay, because it's not enough to talk about it, you gotta do it. All right, sound fair? All right, say yes.
Yes.
All right, say yes.
Yes.
Fair. All right, good. Awesome. All right, so let me know when you can see my screen. I gotta look into it. All right. And if you don't have your notes out, take your notes out. If you don't have your phone out, get your phone out. Okay, because we're gonna go through this pretty quick, but I'm gonna actually teach you how to use it. Sound fair?
Yep.
Sound fair?
Yeah.
Right? Because again, you don't want to come to training, learn all this good information and then not use it. You're literally like going backwards. Okay? Because I can almost guarantee you 20 minutes after training, you're gonna forget everything that I said. I can almost guarantee it. It happened to me. When Andy came, I'm like, oh my God, this is clicking. Like today it's clicking, right? I'm sure it's happened to all of us. And then 20 minutes later, I'm like, what did he say? How did he say? Oh my God. And I was getting anxiety. I'm like, I gotta get this on paper. So that's exactly what I did. Okay? You ready, Ray? I don't think you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Sounds good. Oh yeah, there you go. All right, can you see me on this? Yeah, I'm in it. Okay, perfect. All right. Zoom people, put a 1 in the chat when you can see my screen.
One in the
All
chart.
right, beautiful. All right. Social media. How to hook them in, baby.
Yes.
All right, so I actually got that phrase from Andy. I really liked it. Andy's near-term $1 million earner. Okay. If Andy can do it, you guys, you should definitely believe you can do it. And if you don't, right, then you really got to work on your game. That's the first thing you got to win at in this business. Okay. The second thing is social media. So go ahead. I put my app there. Follow me. I'll get you a follow back. All right. Anything that I post, you can repost it. Okay. I see some of y'all do that. Y'all are smart. The ones who don't, I don't know what you're thinking. Okay. But go ahead and follow me. My name is actually the same on Instagram and Facebook. Now, here's the thing about your @ symbol. I believe personally, if your @ symbol is too complicated, it's unattractive. If I say, hey, Jason, what's your Instagram? And you're like, oh, jmoney127__ I'm like, bro. Like, it's unattractive. You lost me at jmoney_127. I'm gone. Right? Hey, Vicky, what's your Instagram? Vicky Jimenez. Perfect. Quick. Right? Who can't spell Vicky Jimenez? Are you with me?
Yep.
Okay, that's the most important thing. So I keep my Instagram, my name. And the greatest part about my name is there's only one Yana on IG. You can look it up. Nobody else pops up. So do you think anybody's gonna have any issues finding me?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Cool. So recruiting is a mindset. Your inventory is people. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you don't have people, are you in business?
No.
No. So you need to be recruiting. Period. Listen, I love investments. I love, all the other stuff that we do, POPP, this, that, and the other, because it helps families. But at the end of the day, Melinda, I'm gonna run out of people who are openly willing to talk to me about their investment account unless I'm recruiting new folks. It's just going to happen. Okay? Not everybody right from the jump wants to talk about their investment account, Brian. It just doesn't happen. But if you're field training somebody and you're teaching them about money, that's a game changer. You said, what about the rule of 72? What kind of interest rate? I could do that. You can help me. Sign me up. Right? It's so much easier to have the conversation with them. Okay? So with that being said, these principles that I'm going to go over today, they apply to any type of social media. It doesn't matter if you're using Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, okay, Threads, Nextdoor, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, I got all my folks. You like that one? Nextdoor, okay, all right, even, never mind. All right.
Mustang.
Okay, but it's just a matter of how bad do you want it? If you want to win here, you'll implement this, period. Because again, we're in a new era of Primerica where everybody uses social media, right? Would you agree that you would rather respond to a text than pick up a phone call?
Yeah.
Everybody, you guys. So if you know that, people would rather respond to your Facebook post than send you a message back. Utilize that, okay? And with that being said, you want to keep it super simple, stupid. Okay, yeah, keep it super simple, stupid. Because right now, if you're not keeping it simple, you're literally driving yourself crazy. You're making it too complicated, which makes you not want to put in the work. Okay, and there is no such thing as a get rich quick. You're gonna have to put in the work. This is for people who are willing and wanting to put in the work so they can get the results. If you don't, no problem. I love you, you're amazing, we can have a beautiful relationship, okay? But as Brendan says, and as the person who told Brendan this, we're friends because we're in business. Catch that. We're friends because we're in business. We're not in business because we're friends. So if you know that, which a good majority of the times you meet people here in the business and they become lifelong friends, right? But if you know that, your job is to get results, not to make buddies in the office, okay? Like you can do a million and one things, but are you making money? That's really what we care about. Okay, that's the scoreboard I check, all right? So that's the only thing that you need to worry about is duplicating yourself and duplicating the content that we're gonna go over. And then finally, your only focus should be 100 by 100. Now for a long time, myself included, I always thought 100 by 100 was like a lot. Like how in the world could we do that? But then I realized, especially in the last couple of days, I'm like, it's actually not hard at all. It's not. It's a lot of people just doing one or two. What's 100 by 100? 100 teammates and 100,000 in premium. You know, team cash should be so high that you would change the life of those around you. You understand that 18, 19, 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds, an extra $3,000 in their bank account would literally give them the life of their dreams. They just don't know it yet, right? $50,000 to me is chump change, but $50,000 to a guy like Nelson who literally turned 18 like 5 months ago, that's like $1 million. Okay, they can do a lot. So you have to be able to understand not everybody's in your shoes. So if you can apply these concepts, you can teach them how to make money. Okay? Now, there's the system that we have in place. Anybody that you talk to, whether they're on Zoom or they're here in person, if they apply the system, they will get results. What's the system? Let's go over it, okay? Everyone posts on their social media, and I'm gonna give you a bunch of nuggets, so I really pray that you're taking a lot of notes, okay? Everyone posts on their social media. I don't care if it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, their Nextdoor app. I'm gonna give you all the good stuff, okay? The community, Facebook group chat, whatever, okay? Everybody posts, your clients, your friends, your sister's neighbor, okay? Everybody. If you go to networking groups and you meet people, hey, listen, my office is expanding. Would you mind posting something on your social media? Let's follow each other. It's so simple. They literally have nothing to lose, but you have everything to gain. Okay? The second thing is for Facebook, you want to have them tag you in the comments. And the reason that is because you get a notification for everybody that likes and responds. Instagram is a little different, right? Because it's more picture and media based. Facebook is more interaction based. Okay? You want to interact with people because that's where you're going to find people for it. Right? Have you found that on Facebook? People like to tell their whole lives for you guys who are a little bit older. Oh my goodness. Block. Hey, I want to see all that. But those are the ones I want to recruit somehow because they like talking to everybody and they know a lot of people. Okay? We can fix up the stuff that you're sharing. But if you already like to talk to people, you're a people's person, we can work with that. Right? That's the first thing. The second thing is for Instagram, you're going to make a group chat in every conversation. Hang tight, write that down. You're going to make a group chat for every conversation. This is really important because if you've noticed on your social media, a lot of the content that you have, especially if your page is on private, number one, take it off private. Okay? Put it on public. But number two, what that does is it takes them from your message request box to your inbox. So you don't have to worry about losing anybody. That's key. Everybody gets a group chat. Not like a group chat between all of us here in the office, but a group chat between you and the individual. Okay? Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
I lost them,
Alright.
I lost them in the group
Okay.
chat.
Group chats, I'm gonna give you some examples like of actual group
Okay.
chats, but on Instagram, you can create a group chat.
Yeah.
Like in our family, we have a family group chat, right? And we all send each other memes and videos like super late at night, okay? That's our family group chat. But I didn't realize until recently that you can make a group chat with a prospect and your teammate, right? Because if me and Ray are friends on Instagram, but Jason's not a friend of me and only Ray, if Jason messages me directly, it's gonna go to my message request, even though my page is on public. And most people don't check their request box, right? And you lose people because the attention span of an individual for something like that is about 24 hours, period. You get 2 days, you're lucky, you're blessed, okay? But about 24 hours, so to eliminate that time period of you want them to bring the people to you. Fair? You
Can I
with me?
jack you up for a second on
yes.
Facebook? What is your recommendation relative to stories versus posts?
I'm gonna get there. I got you.
I'm gonna put me on the group chat as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You just go and you open a new message and then you can attach more than one person. It's
but
super
it will
easy.
only be that one person that.
Correct, just that one individual.
And how would it work, if their friend or something messages me? Like, why wouldn't it be in my request? Could their message?
Exactly, because through that individual, we're now friends through the algorithm. Everybody caught that. If me and Nelson are friends, and Nelson puts me in a group chat with Jason, me and Jason are friends on social media, now Jason's my friend to the algorithm. So he doesn't show up as a request.
Oh, when if Jason message you directly and not through the group?
It would go
chat?
to my request.
So he has to message you.
Correct, it's, you don't have to do it, it's just preferred, it saves you time. Okay, alright, so this, the third thing on the bullet points is for Instagram, make a group chat, fourth thing, alright, have the other individual introduce you. Now, this only applies if they're on the team, okay? I'm gonna give you some examples of this as well, but it's much easier for Melinda to say, hey, Nelson, this is my trainer, this is my vice president, DNA, she's gonna give you all the details. Nelson literally, Melinda cooked them, and I'm gonna cook them.
Makes sense.
Melinda brought him to me, and my job as a trainer who's fully licensed, right, get your license, is not only gonna recruit them, but gonna license, field train, and develop them, and their business. Right? Until Nelson, my new teammate, and Melinda, the one who hooked them for me, is competent enough to do it herself. Okay? Your field trainer will know when you're ready. They will tell you, hey bro, you're ready, hey girl, you're ready, you do it, you got it, okay? All right, now, even those who quit will post for you if you treat them good. That's the catch. I never treat anybody like garbage. I don't, because at the end of the day, this is not for everybody. If they're not my $1 million earner, they're not my $1 million earner. But I'm not gonna treat them like garbage because they don't wanna make this a career. I love everybody, and you know what? That has always come back to me. People have posted for me, people have referred me, people have always sent me messages with other clients, rollovers, everything. Always be good to people and always be respectful, okay? That's very, very, very important. And your clients are your best friends. If you don't talk to your clients because you think they're gonna cancel on you, you're making a huge mistake. The more interaction that you have with your people, the better. They're not going anywhere. And if they do, the only person that they would be hurting is themselves. And at that point, a client has become a friend, you can keep it real, right? So I say, hey, Miss Teresa, can I keep it real with you? What's Miss Teresa gonna say? She's been my client for 6 months. Go ahead, girl. Listen, the only person you're harming right now by thinking about canceling your policy is you. Your son's already profited, company's already profited, but if you die tomorrow, your family's not gonna get nothing. So like, what can we do to keep the policy on the books? Simple, right? And by the way, because we already decided we're gonna keep it, hey, listen, would you mind posting something for me on your social media? You're such a great individual and I know you know a lot of people.
So it's
Right? That happened to me actually a couple days ago.
one level thing. So it sounds to me you friended everyone
I think everybody, my friend, right? Everybody.
on Facebook,
On Facebook, on Instagram.
and
in
then you
real
asked them
life.
to post it.
Facebook, Instagram, real life, KT training, right? Last night, Nathan's dad, my friend on Facebook. We met last night for 20 minutes. We're now friends on Facebook. You post something for me, I'm gonna go ahead and respond to everybody. You don't have to do nothing but post it for me. And I can see if you posted it for me, so I'm gonna call you and follow up. Hey, Miss Luis, don't forget, por favor, recuerda que necesito tu ayuda. Like, please don't forget, I really need your help. Post it for me, I can do it all over. Okay, right? Did we not add your dad? I mean, come on, I don't speak no life here. Okay, we don't stage talk at all, all right? Any questions about that? Okay, now I added this as another nugget, okay, because I couldn't include everything on one or two slides. Facebook groups are your friends. Social media friends, like you're following, their friends are your friends. Okay, so if I follow Brandon and Brandon has 6,000 followers, guess where I'm going to find my inventory? They're Brandon's friends, right? And I'm looking for the sharpest ones. The ones who, have families, for my case, right? Families, they're young, okay? They look cleaned up, right? As the guys in the office washed up, cleaned up, I like those people, okay? And I'm gonna look at their page and follow their people, because guys, we are who we hang around. Your people are who they hang around. So if you go on somebody's Facebook or Instagram, and they don't look well put together, and their Facebook profile, oh my god, this is the best one. Their Facebook profile is like a car. You can't tell me they got it together. Why is your Facebook profile a car and not your face? That's weird. Okay, it's weird, all right? And then you go on their pictures and they have no pictures of their face. All of your heads are thinking sketch. You're not looking for that pictures, okay? All right? Now, on Facebook, there's groups. You can join groups. I recommend, Nugget, join a group of things that you like to do. You like to go golfing? There's a neighborhood golfing group. I just gave you $1 million gem, bro. I should have joined the group. I don't even golf. Neighborhood golfing group. I'm so serious, right? I joined the Tampa Bay Girls group, right?
Hello.
I have Wesley Chapel moms. We live out in Wesley Chapel, Land Lakes. Wesley Chapel moms. I see dads in cars. Go on Facebook, search up groups of things that you like to do. You like to play basketball? Basketball groups in the area. You're gonna find like-minded people who are competitive, young folks, okay, who like to play ball in your area. And they always post, basketball, Northdale, 8 p.m. tonight, come join. Go join. You're not doing a KT anyways. Go make friends, go prospect, go meet some people. And go get some names and numbers, okay? Now, on Facebook, you're gonna go to the top and click on your profile. That's where you're gonna find the groups. I'm not a social media techie. I just have the screenshot everything. That's how I know I remember it. Okay? And then I found groups. And from there, you can see, look, I even joined something like Wick Bogle because I know there are women in there who are single moms in unfortunate situations. And guess what? They want to make more money. Right or wrong? Right? I joined all types of stuff. Anything. Okay? You need to join a group. You can't do that on Instagram. But I'm telling you, it's another market. Social media is not the only way to find people, but it is a great way, especially in this day and age. Okay? All right. Side note, social media should always be another list generator. The top 25 is great, but it should be extra. Okay? This is the real life social media. As you can tell, I don't need 3,500 people. Okay? We've done about 7 KTs, closed about 5 out of the 7. Okay? I don't need everybody. I just need high quality people, and I'm going to teach you how to recruit. I'm going to teach you how to build a team. And the first people are going to see is your mom and your dad, your aunt, your uncle, this person, the other. All right? Now, with that being said, if you've ever heard of people saying, am I ever going to run out of people? I'm thinking I'm going to run out of people. Sis, do you have social media? Yeah, actually, I have like 7,000 followers. Perfect. Okay? And if you don't, right, I've come across people who don't have social media. We're going to start your social media today. Okay, let's clean it up. Let's go take you a picture. I walked someone through that the other day. We got our social media overnight, literally like looking like a brand new person. Because you will be a brand new person, right? Like your core is not going to change, but your social media is going to reflect a new woman of Las Vegas, right? Somebody who's looking to aspire and accomplish their goals and dreams, right? So if your teammates don't have a social media, help them set it up. And if their social media is looking ratchet, beat up, and other stuff, tell them to take it down. Okay, it is your business. They're a reflection of you. You look good, girl. Okay, they're a reflection of you. And if their social media says something that you are not, tell them to take it down, or you cannot feel trained. That is very important. Okay, so if I go on somebody's social media and they're literally like clothless, smoking, drinking, like all over their page, nothing that I'm about, I say, listen, you need to take that down because I'm working with you and you're a reflection of me right now. Or I can't train you. Period. Guys, there's 7 billion people in the world. Do you think I'm gonna cry about the person that doesn't wanna take down their pictures?
Negative.
No. Happily go find a new one. Okay? You need to be that way. Everybody wants to work with you, but you don't need them. You want them, but you don't need them. Okay? Alright, now, social media is a platform to bring people to you. It is the best way to show your new teammate people are praying for an opportunity. If you're not using social media, again, you're losing out. Okay? Literally, the value of your business, I feel like will go backwards. Because that's the new day and age that we're in. My 48-year-old mother knows how to text and use Facebook better than I do. My 48-year-old mother is married with a kid, right, with several kids, has a beautiful house. You see what I'm saying? Checks off 5 stars. Why wouldn't I want to use social media? Maybe you're not one that posts a lot and puts a lot on your page. You don't have to be. Share other people's stuff that you like with your personality, okay? But you should definitely be on there. And finally, who wouldn't want to make extra money? Of course, everybody, right? Okay, so with that being said, what do you do next? You've hooked them. How do you hook them? All right, you ready, baby?
Let's go.
All right, take screenshots, join on Zoom if you can't see very well, but we're gonna go through it step by step. The first thing that you're gonna do when they reach out to you is you're gonna say, hey, are you looking for yourself or someone else? Because the last thing that you wanna do is be having a conversation with someone for 30 minutes, right, Michael? And they're not even looking for themselves.
Yep.
They're not. They're looking for somebody else. They're looking for their wife, their sister, their brother-in-law. That's really important, right? I've had a couple DMs of people saying, yeah, I'm looking for my sister. Okay, send me your sister's number. We're not gonna go back and forth about what it's about. Okay? The second thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna provide additional details regarding the company and ask if they have any issues passing a background check. Because maybe they're looking for their self grade, but if they're a felon and you do anything,
No.
you don't wanna waste your time. Okay? So I always say state and federal background check. Right? Everybody with me so far?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, what that also is doing in the process is it's keeping them engaged on Facebook Messenger with me or Instagram Messenger with me. I have both. Okay? It's not letting them message and then disappear. Has that happened to you before?
Yes.
Right? Where they're like, hey, I'm interested, and then you haven't heard from them in 7 days and they don't answer the phone. I know it's happened to you, right? And you're like, damn, bro, she hasn't been active in like 4 hours. Our appointment's in 10 minutes. She's not showing up. Okay? Let's call it spade a spade, all right? Now, when you do that, subconsciously, what it tells them is, man, this is legit if I have to pass a background check. They don't work with just anybody. Okay, so we're not selling lotions, potions, shampoo, coffee, none of that. Okay, bags, you know, none of that. We're the real deal. All right? Good?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, your job is to schedule the appointment. If you get all the way through this and you don't schedule the appointment, pop out. Like my mom would say, that's not good. That's your fault, not theirs. Okay, you like that, Vicky? Those are my members. Okay, so this is how I describe the opportunity. I keep it very simple. In fact, I used to overcomplicate it. But now I literally on my phone, which again, another nugget, I pinned myself as a contact and all my quick responses, they're right there. I don't have to recreate anything. Nothing. So I can message 100 to 150 people like in an hour and a half. Okay? So I say, hey, so what I'd love to do with you is go over everything over an interview. Our finance office doesn't require any experience and we will train you. Licenses are sponsored and training is paid as well. You'll be learning about insurance, investments, mortgages, and financial literacy. Work is 100% remote unless you're in Florida, okay? And within driving distance to our office. Then of course it's encouraged but not required. We can schedule a Zoom call to go over all the details and the positions and answer any questions you may have. Sound good? Now, was any of that uncompliant?
No.
No, so you'll never have anybody from home office like coming down your throat. Okay? And it sounds hella attractive because it is. You're painting Primerica for what it is, an attractive business opportunity.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah.
Nowhere in there did I say it's a job, nowhere in did I say you're gonna make a certain amount of pay, none of that. Okay? Yes, let me finish actually, and then I'll come with questions and stuff. Okay? Okay. All right, any other things that I wanted to mention here? No, okay. Now, when you do schedule the appointment, your time zones, today, tomorrow, and the next day.
Yes.
Write that down. Today, tomorrow, and the next day. If today's Friday, it's hey, I'm available today, tomorrow, and Sunday, if you work on Sundays. Okay? You have to give them your availability, otherwise they're gonna tell you, oh, I can do 2 weeks from now. No. You cannot do 2 weeks from now. Okay? Right, it's happened to you before?
No, it was funny,
Okay.
then I told her.
Exactly. All right, very important. And plus, you need to keep your schedule booked and busy, booked and productive, actually. Okay? Because if you're booked and busy and booked and productive, do you have any time to worry about what anybody else is doing? No. Okay? Now, once you get in the system, a little side nugget, and then of course what to do next, is after you do their IBA, you don't know if they're gonna quit or if they're gonna stay. Your job is to get referrals from them. We're in a referral-based business, a people-based business. Everybody knows somebody. So if you let them go from the IBA and you don't get 3 to 5 referrals, or you don't have them share the original post, you are wasting your time. Because you don't know how the enemy is gonna attack them in the next 24 hours. I'm so serious.
Yep.
Okay?
It's true.
If I wasn't strong-minded and strong-willed, my mom would have talked me out of the opportunity. That's crazy to me, right? So you need to protect your brand new baby. And the way that you protect them is you lock them in with another recruit. And by the time that you get to orientation, or by the time that they even think about going anywhere, are you sure you want to think about going somewhere? Because I already have you 2 teammates on your team and their orientation is right after yours. Are you sure?
It's good. Great.
Because if you say, I'm gonna teach you how to train them and get paid, but if you go, I'm gonna make all that money. Are you sure? What do you think they're gonna say?
No, I'm not sure.
I'm good, actually, I think I'll stick it out. Perfect. Okay, but I will not convince anybody. I won't. If you tell me you wanna go, I'm gonna say, are you sure? I had 3 teammates lined up for you, I already recruited them, they're in the system, and I have their orientations between 2 days. Are you sure? Okay, sounds good. Next, I don't have time to go back and forth and convince people, neither do you. Okay? Listen, you can always make money, but you can never get back with time. And once you understand that, you move a little bit different, right? Now, when you do sit with them, this is what I memorized quick. Like, if they don't have people who are married with kids, most of us would say, okay, no problem. Thank you so much, have a blessed day. What if they know somebody who is a former athlete, maybe single, no kids, who knows a bunch of people in the market? But you didn't ask for it. Okay, champ them, right? Nelson was making fun of me because I messed up champ. But listen, it doesn't matter. Come up with 4 to 5 things, champ them. Hey, you know anybody who's competitive, right? Who's hungry, right? Who's ambitious, who's money motivated, right? Who are the people friendly, people's boyfriend? You should at least get 3 to 5 referrals, right? And the best thing to do is if they're in a rush, hey, say no worries. Would you mind going back on the person's post that you saw and resharing it? Again, what that does to the algorithm is it gets it going. Okay, and I'm gonna explain that here in a second because it's very important. It's actually shifted our business a lot in the past 3 days, and that's not a lot of time. Okay, so remember that the 24-hour window is crucial. So you need to get as many referrals out of them for your brand new teammate as much as possible. All right, and then on the side, once you ask them about the background check, that text message saying, hey, our finance office is expanding. We're looking for people, you know, blah, 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 blah. Work is remote, this, that, and the other, unless you're in Florida, right? That's where you typically get hit with questions. So listen, this is a big caveat. Your brand new teammate in the DMs is gonna freeze. Yeah, it's sales, it's commission, blah, 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 and they're gonna talk people out of the opportunity. You need to train your team on what to say. Hey, that's a great question. We can schedule an interview, paste. Hey, that's a great question. We can schedule an interview, paste, okay? Now, I know this works because 3 days ago, Andy came to the office and was telling me about social media, right or wrong?
Right.
But do you know before he came, I know his system because I'm on social media and I see his girls at it nonstop. Oh, our finance office is looking for you, and it's the same people. And I look on the leaders board at 100 recruits, 150, 120 by 30,000. I'm like, oh, no. I'm coming for these,
Yes.
right or wrong,
Yep.
okay? And when you go to their page, their Facebook page, you're gonna see red line, red line, red line. You can't tell me that doesn't fire you up. If it doesn't fire you up, you're in the wrong business. you're in the wrong industry. So let your competitor take away your clients, your inventory, you're in the wrong industry, baby. It's not for you. And that's okay. We will still love you. We will still pour into you. You're just not the one. Okay? How do you know you're the one? You're doing what the one would do. All right? Now, with that being said, if they're in the business, everybody gets a group chat, right, by introducing you. So how does this work? These are real life examples. And I'm gonna have one of our teammates who's actually in South Carolina, who in the last 3 days is become #1 in the state of South Carolina for recruiting, and will take #1 in cash as well. Okay, that's really important.
Okay.
Because what I've learned is if you're out of state and if you're in Zoom or if you live 3 hours away, you can't really feel that competition with people in the office because you're not here vibing and, hitting elbows with them. But you can definitely look on the scoreboard and compete if you're competitive. Okay? Now, I'm not looking to work with everybody. I'm looking to work with the competitive people because I'm only one person and I can only give my time to so many people. Who as a trainer do you give your time to? The people that ask for it. How do they ask for it? The people that book appointments. That's who you need to be spending your time with. Everybody else, you love them, you cheer them, you get them to training, and you let the training and the environment do the work. You hear me? Okay, are you processing?
Yes.
Okay, because as I tell my husband, hearing me and listening to me are two different things. Okay? So, another one, right? Hey, Erica, I hope this message finds you well, right? I can go over everything with you over an interview, paste. But what is important about this message is Erica wasn't a friend of mine. So when Edwin created a group chat, Erica became a friend of mine. I could see everything, okay? So I can immediately scout her out. Turned out to be a great person.
So
You created it,
I'm on
okay?
Instagram, I don't see how you created a group.
I'm gonna show you that. Okay, it's actually my last slide, all right? Trying to get to the good stuff for you, Ray. You love Facebook too, right? Okay, what Edwin did, he said, hey, Erica, my leader, Yade, can get you started. Once the group chat is made, I'm cooking them, baby. I'm there like, ping, my computer's already set to go off, my phone goes off, I gotta respond fast. I have a window of 24 hours. I gotta move quick. Okay? And if you're not that trainer that can move quick because you work a job or something like that, you need to let your leader do it. Or you're gonna lose people, high quality people. Okay? Now, somebody asked me earlier, how do you like working with young people? I love it. But I would personally not go out and recruit an 18-year-old. I won't. I love y'all, but I won't do that. And the reason I won't do it is because they hang out with who they are. They're gonna hang out with other 18-year-olds. I need to get on an appointment to show my new teammates success. I can work with an 18-year-old if they're brought to me by somebody else like Brina. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay, but I'm not gonna personally go out and look for them. I'm past that phase of my business. I've been here since I was 32 years old. Now I'm 26, turning 27. My market is different. Okay, so if you've been here for a little bit, move past that phase, look for people in the market and let your team bring you the people that are a little bit younger. I love working with young people. They're fired up, they have energy, they're coachable. I don't have to undo 30 years of thinking, right? Okay, but I also like working with people in the market because they're in the market. They take the products and services seriously, their families seriously, they understand the importance. Okay, all of that stuff matters. All right, everybody with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay, now what's the big post that you use on Facebook specifically? Instagram is the post that we all use. I'm sure everybody's seen it. I'm gonna show you that. But on Facebook, it's the one that you've probably seen 1,000,001 times on your Facebook. What you need to do is copy paste it and have your clients, family, friends post it for you. And in the comments, tag at your name. And another nugget, Eric taught me this one, at everyone. And it literally tags every one of your Facebook friends.
What? Somebody
What?
said you in a post.
You will never have a problem with inventory. Like, when I saw that, I'm like, ain't no way that guy with that big head figured that out.
Big brain.
I just can't. Right? And then I saw she had 50 likes on a basic post, and I'm like,
It's not basic. I took so long to make that post.
Listen, like, this is how my brain works. I'm like, there's no way he's getting 50 likes. Now, to me, it's not necessarily the likes, right? For you guys too, it should never be about the likes. It's about the shares and the comments, especially in Instagram and Facebook too, okay, about both. It's never about how many likes you get, because if you have 100 comments, maybe your algorithm is working in your favor, okay? Now, with that being said, this is another example down here. right? I go through the questions, I'm literally showing you, I'm not capping, right? Like the guys would say, I'm not capping, right? I say, hey, first things first, are you looking for you or yourself? Myself. Okay, can you pass the state and federal background check? Yes. Okay, great. You'd be surprised. So what I'd love to do, paste. When can you get together? Today, tomorrow, the next day? Okay, yes.
I think you'll be able to send me like a script with those screenshots, and I can't see from
Yes,
here.
yes. You can also join on Zoom too and screenshot. Yeah, over there. Join on Zoom.
I don't have.
Right, okay? You want the algorithm to work in your favor, okay? You need the algorithm to work in your favor, which is why you shouldn't be focused on just likes and just posting. You want people to share in the comments, you want people to share your content, because you're gonna pop up on other people's Facebook page that you're not friends with. And what happens is, this is very important. Karina, come up here. If I and Karina, we're friends on Facebook or on Instagram, and it works both ways, principles work the same. And I say, hey, Karina, would you mind, Karina, my office is looking for people, we're looking part-time and full-time. Are you interested in an opportunity to make an extra money? And Karina says, what I did was I closed the door and I got slapped away. But if I said, hey, Karina, would you mind posting for me on your page, blah, blah, blah. Hey, by the way, can you share that post? Yeah. Okay, great, awesome. What I did was, does that make sense? Because now I got to Karina's 5,000 friends, and then her 5,000 friends saw my post. And then that next person that I scheduled an appointment with, I'm gonna say, hey, can you mind posting and sharing for me? Hey, can you share that for me before we do your orientation? Hey, can you share it? Hey, go ahead and comment your name and share it. Share, share, share. Is everybody with me?
Yes.
Thanks, you're the best. Okay, all right. What you don't wanna do on your Facebook page, which I find a lot of Primericans doing this, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the reason why you're not having results. You're too much. You're too much on your Facebook page, your Instagram, everywhere. You're attacking people. You're literally trying to choke them with the content that you have. What's the content? I do life insurance and investments. It's too much. People would much rather hear about how they can make an extra $3,000 to $5,000 than what you can do for their life insurance policy. Because once you get them in the door, you can talk to them about that. But if on your Facebook page, you're constantly like, oh my gosh, this, that, and the other, about life insurance, about investment, blah, 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 shake it up. When you message them, they're gonna know, Jorge, you're coming for their life insurance and investment policy. And they're gonna say, no, thank you, not interested. So then when you try to respond back to, hey, can you post this for me? My office is growing. No.
Yeah.
No. Why would I want to promote your insurance and investment business when you're nonstop crazy on your Facebook and Instagram page, and I don't even want to sit down with you?
Exactly.
Okay? You are more attractive by being yourself on your social media. Okay, the other day I posted something about my son. My son's a year and 3 months, about potty training him. Let me tell you, I've only been a parent for a year and 3 months, but I've raised more kids than most people have in their lifetime. I worked as a daycare attendant nonstop 24/7 for 6 years. You don't think I know when a baby needs to get potty trained? Guys, come on. But I did tell myself this year I was gonna mess around with the algorithm. So what did I do, Brian? Parents, when do you know when your child needs to start potty training? You saw that one? I know that was someone big. You know why? Because I had about 2 likes and about 50 comments. And on every comment, I commented back with a question. That's the key. Write that down. Comment back with a question. Interact with your people. Right? Even on Instagram, you guys. Even on Instagram, comment back with a question. And what happens is I have people comment on my posts that I'm not even friends with. I'm like, how the heck do you think what's up? 3 days later, they commented on the same post. And I'm still thinking like, how the heck did they see that? I'm getting the algorithm working. I got so excited. I was like, yes, sir, right? Okay? Because I understood in that moment, I knew how to reverse market. I need the parents to come to me. So everybody that commented, do you think they were a parent? So what do I at least know about them? And they need what?
Insurance.
And what else?
College
College funds? Do you see how important that is? Okay? But if I would have posted, who has life insurance? Let me see your policy, I can help you, this, that, and the other, blah. Who's gonna comment?
No one.
Nobody. Right? Nobody. Okay? You want to reverse engineer your market and bring people to you. That is a list generator. right? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna continue messaging all those people until they buy or they. I'm just kidding, yeah. I'm just kidding, I'm serious, but I'm kidding, okay, because I don't like harassing people, but they need what we do. So you really can't hurt nobody following them, okay? Any questions about that? Yes.
How do you, like, so you did about the product training, but how do you like link into like life insurance, like?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, good question. All right, so let's recap. First thing you're gonna do, say, hey, are you asking for yourself or somebody else? Second thing you're gonna do, say, hey, can you pass the state federal background check? They say no, okay, no problem, thank you so much for your time. Hey, by the way, can you share the post for me? I'm looking for people. Okay? If they say yes, great, move forward. Then book the appointment. Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Okay,
So
now,
fair.
you wanna have them share the original post because you wanna move them out of the way and get them into get into their market. If you don't do that, it stops with them. And if they only follow 50 people on Facebook, 50 people on Instagram, are you really tapping into a market? No. Okay, now, I'm not really for messaging 3,000 people randomly. That's not my style. I personally don't do that. I message with intention, but I message a lot of people. Hey, I really like your style, your page. It's the curls for me, like where do you get your products from? I'm trying to get my curls back, right? Things that I can relate to, but things that we can conversate about. Because if they know I'm coming in as a friend, they're more likely to talk to me. Okay? Make sure your page is attractive too, right? It doesn't have to be like.
Describe it attractive, what do you mean by attractive?
Your page
No
is
drinking,
attractive.
no partying.
Yeah, like, ladies, your stuff is for your man, period, not for everybody else. You don't, as a gentleman, you don't wanna be posed with. To me, as a woman, you look like you're selfish, you only care about yourself, and what younger people would say is you're a tool. Okay, so I'm gonna give you both, right? Some people suppose they look good and stuff, I'm like, Jordan, he only cares about himself, no family, no activities, like, out next. The only thing I can tell from this page is that he's committed to himself. Which is great, but like, tool vibes. Okay, I don't want that. Right, you with me? I know she's with me, she's like, yeah, I'm good. All right, so, yes, does that answer your question? As far as attractive, once you get past that stuff of like the don't do's, the do-do's, guys, do-do's, make sure you post your life. People are inspired by what you do, not by telling them what to do. Let me say that again. People are inspired by what you naturally do, not by what you tell them to do. You need to get a cash value policy. No, they don't care if their policy is cash value or term, because you're trying to tell them what to do. Versus inspiring them on how you maybe help a client save $400 on their policy, help them reinvest. Now they're gonna have $2.6 million compared to what they would have had, which is $100 grand. That's inspiring. Okay, that's the big difference. That's the difference between a social media person who takes off and influences and inspires people, and one who you can tell immediately when you get on their page, done. All right, questions? Okay, now, you do want to teach your people exactly what you're doing. Don't gatekeep. I'm learning all these cool terms, it makes me sound cool. All right, don't gatekeep. Don't hold any information back. If you can duplicate yourself, isn't the ultimate gain freedom?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I want to show my team? Why wouldn't I want to show you guys? I mean, I don't even override you guys, but why wouldn't I want to show you guys exactly what I'm doing so that you can get results too, so we can all get rich together? Okay, I'm not the type to hold anything back, because if you can use the information to explode your business, I know that if you don't use it, it wasn't my fault. And a good majority of the time, as much as I can share the content with people, they're not gonna use it. So why hold it back? Is everybody tracking with me?
Yes.
You should think that way. Right? I might not override this person, but I'm gonna help them anyways, and if they explode, great. I know they'll look back at me and say, thank you so much, and they'll take good care of me, period. But if they don't, it's because they didn't do the work. Which good majority of the time they're not gonna do the work. Okay? Alright. Now, let's look at some real life examples. On Instagram, go to your Instagram, everybody, let's do some real activity, okay? Go to Instagram, go to your DMs. Your direct messages. Okay, when you go to Instagram and your direct messages, all right, you see the little create message button all the way at the right-hand corner? Okay, for you guys in the room, it's right here, the top right hand. Okay, create a message. if you don't get the opportunity to create a group chat where it literally says, create a group chat, does everybody see that? Okay, your Instagram is out of date, update your profile, like go to the app store and update it.
What are you looking at?
Create a message,
If you have professional.
It says
Actually, I
friend API chat.
check this out, because I work on.
That's not
Facebook.
bad.
Because we have professionals on people.
I don't think I can. Alright, check this out. Look, Instagram, because people on Zoom can see too, okay? Homepage, swipe. New message.
Also, I just have to answer.
Saw that, the top right hand corner?
You make it just a business.
New message. I think it's regular. Yeah, I think it's regular.
Oh, okay.
I still get the same results. I probably both, don't really matter. Okay? Alright, now if you don't see this, you guys, your Instagram is just simply outdated. Update your stuff, okay? Once you do that, you're gonna click create a group chat. If you're in the old version, you just type in two people's names. That's it, okay? And let's say I would do, Karina plus, and I would do, what's your name? Dominique, D-O. Uh-oh, see, now you gotta change your app.
And then it reads.
Okay, Melinda Hayes, perfect, okay? So now I've got both of them in the chat, and I would say, hey, Karina, this is my mentor, Melinda. She's got you with the details.
Before you even send the message, it even told me somebody asked me a question.
Okay, boom. Now, me and Melinda, me and Karina, we're friends already, but her and Karina, now they're friends, because they weren't before. Okay? Make sense?
Yes.
And then, as a trainer, Melinda's gonna come and say, hey, Karina, nice to meet you. First things first, can you?
Yeah.
Or are you
Yeah.
looking for yourself or for someone else? Okay? Right? You ready, guys? Good. Now, I'm gonna add you in a group chat, and the
Yes.
second question I'm gonna say is, are you looking for yourself or for someone else? And she's gonna say, myself. And what are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say, yeah, can you pass the state federal, background check?
Thanks.
Sorry.
All right, can you pass the state and federal background check? Melinda says, no. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna say, no, I can't, you have to pass. No, I was gonna, is it open case or like?
You tell me. She says, no, I can't pass the background check.
Okay, no problem. I can still share.
No problem, can you share the post?
Pay attention.
Right, now, so that's important. Listen, guys, real quick, we're gonna get to actually using the content, okay?
Not a good thing.
Now, if Melinda says, yes, we can pass the background check, right? Nikki, what's the next thing you do? Yes, I can pass the background check, what's next?
You can probably schedule a meeting.
Paste and schedule an appointment.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. Nothing fancy, I promise. Paste. So this is what I can do. Schedule an interview with you, so paste.
Tomorrow or the next.
Exactly. Okay, now, it's social media, let me get this real quick, okay? It's social media, you guys are supposed to have people who say I'm interested and then disappear. It's part of the game. How bad do you wanna win it? Okay, I've had people, tons of people in the last 3-4 days who have literally said, yeah, I'm interested, schedule an appointment, don't show. Yeah, I'm interested, respond, and then never schedule an appointment. It happens to me too. Your job is to look for the people who are looking for you. Okay, all right, let's practice again. Okay, I schedule an appointment, I schedule a time to speak with Brendan in the chat, and I add Ray, and I say, hey, Brendan, this is my trainer, Ray. He's gonna get you all the details. What's the first thing Ray does? Looks him up. Okay, what's next?
Is this convenient or?
Hey, is this for you or for someone else? Are you looking for you or for someone else? And he says, I'm looking for someone else. What do you do, Micah? Okay, no problem. Can you send me their Instagram? Right? Hey, no problem. Can you put them in a DM? Hey, no problem. Can you send me their number? Hey, no problem. Connect them with me.
So let's say
Don't
you
waste your
schedule
time.
the meeting for 2 days from
Mhm,
now.
mhm.
You schedule, we send them the Zoom information immediately?
I send it right then and there.
Oh, you do.
I do, and here's the reason why. I'm gonna forget, number one. Number two, if they're the right type of person, they're gonna show up without a reminder. Number three, if I'm DMing and talking to 100 different people, whether it's on social media, out and about, referrals here, training in the office, I don't have time to remind you 2 days later to send the Zoom. Or to remind myself. Okay? You shouldn't have the time either if you're booked and productive. Make sense? No, actually, I make dollars. I'm just checking you guys, okay? Alright, so he says, yeah, I'm looking for myself. Ray said. Oops, sorry guys.
Can you get a background?
Can you pass the background check? And he says, yeah, I can pass the background check. What are you gonna do, B? What are you gonna do, Ray?
We're trying to schedule it right now.
Schedule a meeting right then and there. This is an example of me practicing, practicing actually training somebody on this in our office on how to create a group chat and go back and forth with people through the DM. Okay? So this is a real example.
And they said, you don't call.
Girl, ain't nobody got time for that anymore. Right? And if they don't answer, then you're stuck chasing them down 3-4 days. And then you forget to follow up with them and you might have missed $1 million order. Right? Okay? So make your life easier, make their life easier, at least with a message. You know that you reached out to them and they know you reached out to them. So even if they respond 4 to 5 days later, now it's current in their head. Okay, Joel, we have a 24-hour window. That window just opened up again. Okay? So this is an example. And what I did was I sent this one time. So now it's in my Instagram to one person. So now if I'm training anybody else, I can just forward it. So they can copy and paste. Make your life easier. Yes.
So the reason why you're not calling, you said that, right, is because when you get to the point where it's so just like this, I know I'm coming across that right now. I'm just gonna be appointments.
Correct. Yep, that's the reason why. You should be so busy overnight, you don't have time to chat on the phone. Also, like, give me 1 second, my kids. Oh, okay, I'm back. We don't have time for that. My kids too, he's running in the background. That's why I'm gonna text you and we're gonna get this appointment booked and move on. Okay? Yes,
You don't get their phone numbers?
no. No,
About like-
I don't.
On the Zoom.
You can, here's the thing, you can, and I have. It just hasn't been as productive. Because why am I asking for their phone number? And I can just send them the Instagram Zoom link right then and there.
But you can't call, that's, cause I think Carl,
Right? You're just not busy enough yet.
nah, like, well, I guess, I mean,
No, yeah, that's so true. Because when you get so busy, you don't have time to make 50 calls if you're messaging 700 different people at one time. I'm telling you, you won't have the time.
but
So the way that you'd follow up is you just send them a message, right? People who don't respond, I just send them a message 3 or 4 days. Hey, I know things happen for whatever reason, like maybe Zoom wasn't working for you, question mark. Hey, I'm so sorry, I actually had an emergency appendicitis. That really happened. And we booked the appointment. Because that 24 window started again when they responded to me. Okay? Yes,
So are you double and triple booking it?
yes.
Yeah, that's why.
So what are we pasting?
The message, I think it's, okay, the message says, hey, so I run a finance office, we're looking for people with remote opportunity, hours are flexible, pay is competitive. I can schedule a time to meet with you for an interview. Something simple, okay? Ray asked me if I double and triple book, absolutely. Now here's why you wanna double and triple book, I'm gonna get to you in just a second, okay? Double and triple book, let's say I have these group of guys in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, group of guys right here. They're brand new in the system, they're coming to the office, they're excited, they're fired up. But they don't know how to do a KT. Everybody should learn to interview it in under 2-3 days.
Yep.
It's not hard. In fact, your worst guy should be able to read the screen and say, hey, would you want to work with us? Because your team is only as good as your weakest link. Right or wrong? So if your worst person, okay, can read the screen and get results, why can't you? Now, if I'm messaging 100 different people and I say, yeah, tomorrow's available, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I only have 24 hours. I can only do 30-minute interviews. How am I gonna get all these people in? You know what? I can't. I can do you at 1 o'clock, you at 1 o'clock, and you at 1 o'clock. I'm gonna pick the best and I'm gonna filter the rest. And I'm gonna say, hey, you have a 1 o'clock, get ready. I sent them your Zoom link. And I'm gonna let them practice. Because you can't say the wrong thing to the right type of person. Would you agree?
right,
Okay? The guy who did my interview wasn't the sharpest fan box. Okay?
Right with there.
Right? They're pretty short.
So you have,
Right.
if you have them do it for you, let them get the credit.
If I have them do it for me, do I let them get the credit? Yes and no. Yes and no. If I see they're here in the office or here on Zoom and we're putting in hours together and we're working super hard and they're just not getting the results because maybe, you know, their market's not really there, sure, we'll train them together. Okay? But if I see they're here in the office and they're fooling around and we got to the office at the same time and we left at the same time, if not, I stayed later, and you were gone for 5 to 6 hours at a time, no, you need work. You need to remember how to do an interview. Do my interview. So you get reminded of how fired up you are when you do recruit somebody and get back to work. Make sense? And you can have them post for you. Go ahead, have them post your flyer. Whatever activity you get, that'll be for you. You with me? Okay? So you gotta find a way to fire your people's butts up. Okay, this is a crowd where I can keep it 100, right? I can keep it 100.
Yep.
If that doesn't fire up your teammates' ass, they're in the wrong place. Okay, because this is not a charity. This is not a non-for-profit. We came here to get paid. Right, Ray? Paid. So if you're around me and you're not getting paid, I feel icky. Just the same way that if I hang out with Eric and I haven't gotten a check for a G, he feels icky. I'm so serious, you guys. This is not a non-for-profit, not a charity. If you are not getting paid here, I don't know what you're doing. You're not working. Because when you work, it is impossible to not get paid. Would everybody agree to that? And you all know when you're working. Raise your hand if there's been a time where you haven't really been working. And you're like, yeah, coach, I've been doing appointments. We can all agree. But when your ass is grinding and you're getting results, there's no way those fat checks are starting to come in. You're like, oh my God, I got a $2,000 check. Oh my God, I got a 2,000. Oh my God, I got another one. Oh, and they sent me 4 referrals. Oh, and I have a 700,000 rollover. It's gonna come in like clockwork and you can't stop it. And there's gonna come a time where you can't keep up and you're gonna have to hand over trades. You're gonna have to hand over, you know, recruits, premium. You're gonna have to hand it over to the people that are putting in the work. To your guys who are putting in the work. Okay? Does that answer your question? Okay, now, I'm a little bit older, but I'm not young and I'm not old either. I can be either or. I choose. Just the same way as I choose to be positive or I choose to be negative. Right or wrong? Okay? You choose to do that too. You can choose to be grown or you can choose to be a child. Some days we choose to be children and other days we choose to be adults. Right? Me and Brendan, we have a joke because we have a baby. I'm like, dude, you're acting so childish. Let me go get you some diapers. Like, stop. Right? He tells me too. Right? I remember the joke he made. I had me busting out crying about diapers and acting childish. It's so funny. And from that day forward, I'm like, you know what? I was acting childish. Like, I'm never gonna do that again. Okay? So here's the thing. This is real life examples. Now, shoot, you can't really see it, so let me turn sideways. Okay? I figured out that Instagram and Facebook is not the only place people are praying for an opportunity. So if you're really paying attention to training, you're gonna catch this. People are looking for an opportunity everywhere. So my mom loves this app called Nextdoor. How many of you have heard about that? But do you use it?
Yep.
No, because today and the day before I went on it, and there is nobody from Primerica. So let me tell you, I'm giving you the nuggets. It is fair ground. Nextdoor, okay? However, pay attention. You're only gonna be able, Zoom people, pay attention, to really chat with the people in your area. So if you live in Luz, who are gonna be the people that you're seeing on Nextdoor app? Luz people. If you have an office in South Carolina and you wanna get people to your office, Nextdoor, because they live in the area. Is everybody picking this up?
Oh, fantastic. Yes.
So listen, if it's only targeting your area, you are realistically and promisingly not allowed to join a group of where you don't live. These are untapped markets, you guys. Vicky, where do you live right now? Wesley Chapel. Where do you live? What's your name?
John.
John, nice to meet you. Wesley Chapel. Dominique? New Tampa. Nobody's in New Tampa right now. I can almost guarantee it. Okay? Armani, where do you stay?
Tampa.
Tampa, Ray.
Oh, well.
Palm Harbor. No one's in Palm Harbor. You're welcome. Where do you stay?
Clearwater.
Clearwater. No one's in Clearwater. You're welcome. Okay? You can literally overnight build a team and move quick.
Come on.
And then you can sit, and then you can sit down with them in person.
There's a lot of crusty people on there. I only look for the people that are quality. How do I know?
Because I posted something about.
Dang, so are you crusty? No, I'm just kidding.
I posted something that, you know, you want to do a GoFundMe page, we want to have.
Yeah.
You don't know how many negative comments I got when people told me. It's full of the that the state of Florida is very youth, that's about.
Yeah, there's people like that everywhere, Ray. So what I realized was I'm looking for the people that are looking for me. I'm not gonna go on this app and say, oh, I'm hiring part-time, spare time, blah, 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 and then have a bunch of negative comments under my posts. I don't need that. I don't have time for that. I'm looking for the people that are saying, hey, I'm looking for remote work. Hey, does anybody know of anybody hiring? Hey, I'm in Tampa, I just moved here. Does anybody know of any positions available? Right or wrong, all right?
So like today, I had posted it in one of the groups. You said I just posted my flyer in the group that I was in. And I started saying comments that, and one thing I replied, that's unrealistic. Okay, I ignored him. I didn't even reply to his comment. I replied to the girl that said she was interested, and the rest of the people that said they was interested, and got leave. Brought them over to.
There you go, exactly, right? One of my favorite things when it comes to these apps, that I think a lot of people pass over really quickly, like literally like that, is they're quick to just post their flyer. And I love that. I love how ambitious you are. But if I could give you a quick tip, what I would do is I would look for the people that are looking for you. On that page, there are women, men, everybody that you know that are looking for an opportunity. And a quick comment, hey, I'm hiring, message me to connect, you're gonna have a flood of people come to you. And it's gonna block out all the negativity. Because the negative people don't have time to respond to, hey, I'm hiring, message me to connect. They can't say you scam, they can't say it's unrealistic, they can't say that. Because there's not enough details, right? The conversation is held in direct message.
You were saying that you guys on the Nextdoor app.
Yeah, wherever you are, I'm just saying this is an example, okay? So this is a real life example of somebody I've had contact with in the last 21 hours. How relevant content that I'm sharing with you. In the last 21 hours, Erica Rodriguez, look, she got a man. M check. Right? I scout all day long. M check. She looks older. She gotta be at least 20. Age, check. Right? I'm going down the list. I'm going down her app. Does she have any children? Has she posted that she's looking for stuff for her kids? Right? C, check. Are you tracking with me? Okay? So what happens is, instead of saying, hey, my office, look how simple, guys. Hey, my office is looking for people. Hours are flexible, pay is really good. Message me to connect. I had 3 people message me from that post. And then I had a bunch more. Hey, Yanae, not to intrude. Sis, you're intruding, but no worries. I'll recruit you too. Okay? I need as well. Can I send you my resume? Hey, I'm also looking for people. Hey, by the way, I'd love to connect. And then another message, right? From this girl's post, Andy, 4 more people DM me. I still have people waiting for me to respond to them. Because I'm in training right now. Otherwise, I would be copy paste, copy paste. Oh, let me get a calendar, so paste schedule.
When you look to them, you put them all in a group chat or you respond them?
I respond individually. I don't know these people and there's nobody connecting me to them. And on Nextdoor, there's no request box. You go straight to your messages. Okay? You like that? Clearwater's open.
Check.
I'm gonna go to Clearwater and say I live there. No, I'm just kidding. Yes,
How do you find posts like that say that they're looking for like jobs and stuff?
it's a great question. So I actually have this on my iPad, okay? I hope somebody's like looking at the Zoom. If there's any questions, can you tell me, right? Okay? This was another one. I'm gonna show you. This was another one. I recently lost my job, right? Looking to work to start ASAP. I am a certified mastectomy fitter, blah, 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 blah. All I know is she has customer service skills and insurance knowledge. And she's bilingual. Bing, 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 somebody I would want to work with. I went to her page, she's a mom with kids. I messaged her, hey, I just got laid off after 15 years. Do you think she's gonna want to get another job?
No.
No. This is my time. What's an appointment with her? Done. Okay? Any questions about that?
Same.
What did I say? Let's go check.
Because
Let's
you
go take a look.
don't want her, she's not gonna wanna get another job, finding you introduce yourself.
Just like anything, right? I'm myself. I don't sugarcoat. I'm direct to the point, but I want to be in and out. I don't want to be in the DMs for 45 minutes going back and forth. They pass a background check, is it you for yourself? Okay, great, so what I can do is, boom, are you available today, tomorrow, the next day? That's it. Okay? Dang, I don't have it here, I have it on my phone. So that's what I have for training, so what I'm gonna have to, what I'm gonna do is actually have someone on Zoom, okay? Who, again, is number one in the state of South Carolina, who's literally taken this. I did about 3 trainings with him on social media. After we do our KTs, we talk a little bit, right? You coach your people up. He's used this content that I've been going over with him, and he's been scheduling appointments on his own to where right now we're so booked, I can't do all of them. I gotta give them away. Nelson, you gotta do one, Brian, you gotta do one, you're gonna have to do your own. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually have him share his screen and share exactly what he's doing to get the same results that his coach is getting. So what does this tell you? He's literally 4 days in the system. If he's number one in the state of South Carolina with recruiting, what do you know about recruiting? Everything follows recruiting. Cash, trips, premium, you name it. Okay, you're everything. So if he's number one in recruiting, what does that tell you is coming next? Number one in cash, number one in this, number one in that. And what we will do is continue to have that culture in South Carolina, especially because he understands recruiting and he's coachable and he does exactly what I went over with you guys. Okay. So Edwin, if you can, unshare your screen or start sharing your screen and you should be able to start sharing and chatting.
What a name. Let's go, Edwin, let's go.
Let's go, give it up for Edwin.
Hello, guys. Give me a second. I'm trying to share it on my phone because it's easier for me to do that.
You have to join the Zoom, so make sure you're on Zoom.
Yeah, I'm coming. All right.
Here's your audience, so you know, you feel like we're here with you.
Yeah.
I can't turn the camera all the way around, but go ahead and show them, you got it.
Okay. All right. Let me share it. Okay. Okay, can y'all hear me? Hold on, I think it switched from my computer. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Hello? Okay, so y'all can't hear me. All right. Okay. So can y'all see my screen?
Yeah, can you hear us now, Edwin?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Can y'all see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay, perfect. So, Valerie.
Try now. No, we can't see your screen yet.
Oh.
There you go. All right, we can see it. Turn it sideways.
Okay.
Perfect.
Alrighty, so this right here is Valerie. She
Speak up, because we can barely hear you and the volume's on 100.
okay. All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So Valerie here, she reached out to my post. This is the one that you guys saw on the screen. So she commented on it. And I texted her. So this is how it went. So I said, hey friend, hey, so I said right away, are you interested in the job or is it for someone else? She went ahead and told me herself, and I went ahead and asked her about the background check. And then she said yes. So I sent her this, which actually I got from a group chat that I created with DNA, and I copied it and pasted it onto my notes. And then when people ask me for my for details about the job or anything like that, sorry about that. I just go to my notes and copy and paste it, and then go ahead and set the appointment. So, which is what I did with her. She told me yes, but she's on a cabin trip right now. She'll be back next week. And then I went ahead and got her down for 2 p.m. on Monday and put it on the time tree.
So really quick, Edwin, if you could disconnect the audio on your phone, but still share the screen.
I'm trying to see how to do that. I thought I muted myself on the phone, but
Or just turn down your phone, volume on your phone.
okay, does that work?
Much
Yeah,
better, yeah.
Oh,
All right, awesome. So can you go back again and tell us what you did again? Pay attention. It's not, you don't have to be a genius.
you said go through it again?
Yep, one more time.
Okay, awesome. So we can actually use this other girl, Liv, because I've been talking to her. I haven't confirmed her appointment, but I'm about to. So she reached out to my post again. So I sent her a message.
Y'all see
And
that?
then-
5 stars? I did.
So, hey, are you in the job interested in a job or for someone else? She said herself. So I went ahead and asked if she was over 18 and could pass the background check. She said yes and yes. So again, I went and copied and pasted what I had on here um from a previous group chat that I made with Yanae. And then I just went and sent it to her. And then she just said that. I asked her about 11 in the morning and she didn't reply, so I sent her a follow through and then asked her also if she could share my post. And then she just said she can, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the time tree for tomorrow.
Perfect. Yo, that's a nugget right there. Also, can you share my post? Before he even gets on the interview, the post is shared and now he's in another market.
I
Right?
work.
So you end up, what happens is you end up blocking
that guy.
people under people before they even get on the scene.
And then I also asked Valerie if she could share my post, and she went ahead and did that also. So
Light work.
Go.
And
It's
now
simple.
Edwin, right? Edwin has like 10 or 12 teammates ready. Edwin can literally say, hey guys, I'm gonna teach you guys how I'm building the fastest team in South Carolina. Let's do a Zoom tonight at 10 p.m. And he's gonna show them how to copy and
Hey.
does anybody have any questions about that?
So when he asks the person to share his post, he also needs to make sure they tag him, right?
So
Yeah.
yes, go to your post really quick, Edwin, to show them. And pin the post, that's a key. Pin the post, so you don't have to like find it in the feed
That's my Instagram.
on Facebook. He uses Instagram too, but Facebook.
oh yeah, also on Instagram I commented on somebody's post about like remote jobs or anything like that, and somebody actually reached out to me from that. This guy right here. Can y'all still see my screen?
It's frozen.
Oh, hold on. I don't know why it's doing that. Is it still frozen?
Yeah. It's kind of unfreezing, but yeah.
Okay, I see it. That's weird. Anyways, I commented and then some random guy DM'd me and he was like, hey, I saw you comment on a post saying you could provide a home job with training. So I sent him the same thing. And then unfortunately he said he was 17. So that's why I went ahead and asked him for his age. He said he was 17. So I told him, I said, hey, whenever you're 18, let me know. And then he said, actually, my brother might be interested. So I'm going to send you to him. So he put me in contact with his brother.
Light works. Awesome. Dude, congratulations. You know, being #1 in South Carolina is truly just an act of you being coachable. Because you literally copied and pasted the messages. So that tells everybody in the room, you can do the same thing. Okay, and you don't have to be here for a long time to make it happen for yourself or your family. Okay,
Yeah, and I just downloaded the Nextdoor app because I'm about to do the same on there.
let's go, tear it up. All right.
No.
All right, awesome. So with that being said, I'm gonna unshare.
Let's go, Edwin. Go.
No. Let's go. Let's grow.
PDR tonight?
What?
PDR tonight? All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
All right, so, okay, so with that being said, we're a few minutes past our closing time, but I really want you to grasp how, simple this is, you know? Maybe Primerica has not always been easy for you because you've been complicated. That was a bar. Okay, maybe Primerica hasn't been easy for you because you've been complicating it, but when you can keep it simple, and you can just do the same thing that everybody else is doing. When you do it right, it's gonna happen for you, and it's gonna compound quick, like really fast. And eventually, you're gonna have no choice but to build with a team. No choice, because you're gonna have to say, hey, Ray, I need you to do an appointment for me. You recruit them, they're yours. They'll help you get some activity. Hey, have them share your post, don't forget. Like, let's explode. Hey, I can't do it, I have 3 more appointments. Hey, I need your help later, you get an appointment? And you're running around chasing, trying to find people to help you do appointments because you're so packed out. You don't have any other choice. And that's how your new guys who are scared to do an appointment, they mess it up. They're excited that they failed, they get back up, they do it again, they recruit the next one. Because if you can do one, you can do a million. Okay? Now, here's what I want to talk about real quick in closing, okay, which I believe is totally possible. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and everybody else on Zoom, or 8 on, and everybody else on Zoom, on the floor on ATP, and the rest, like 10 or 12 on Aviator. That's all we need you guys to do 100 by 100. That's it. We're the 20%ers, and those are the people that we're gonna work with. Vicky, you're part of the 20%ers. You show up into trainings on Thursdays, you're 20%, right? Ray, you show up to training on Thursday from the Bucaramanga, right? You're a 20%er, right? You guys in the room are the people that we're gonna spend the most time with. Not only are you booking appointments, but you're here present. Do you understand that if you and 2 other people collectively recruit 10, easy, you and 2 other people, okay, combined total of 10 people, that's 100 recruits like nothing. That's it. Okay, don't think too deep into it. You, 2 other people doing 10. You're gonna recruit 100 because the rest is gonna be filled in by new people, old folks, people who have been here for ages, right? We love everybody, but if you can find the 20%ers and you and your leg can do 10, once you get 10, get another leg, do 10. And 2 or 3 of y'all, you'll recruit 100. And if you're not popping out VPs at 100 recruits, you're doing backwards. You're doing it backwards, okay? Any questions about that? Are y'all fired up or what? Like, I can feel the energy, but I can't. Are y'all fired up or what? If you don't use this information, I'm defriending you. I'm just kidding. Okay? If you don't use this information seriously though, you're getting an unfriend from me. Okay? Because it's disrespectful to any of the trainers when they come up here and they pour into you and they teach you everything that they're doing. They don't gatekeep, they don't hold anything back, and they show you step by step, word for word, and you don't go use it. So if you're on my Facebook or my social media, my Instagram, and you're behind, ain't making money in our business, defriend, mute, unfollow, whatever it is, okay? All right, I've unfriended and unmuted some people here because they're not adding to my feed. And if you have the same friends and followers on your Facebook and they're not helping you with your business in some way, shape, or form, they are not a friend. They're somebody who likes to watch you. Weirdo, delete. Okay? You don't need anybody watching. You already have tons of people watching you. And that's your family. Wait to see if you're gonna do it or not. Period. Okay? I love you guys. By next week, we really need to have this room packed out. There's no reason why we can't each bring an extra 2 to 3 people,
Close
okay?
business next week. Let's
And
go.
then close the business. Even more reason to get here. This environment is contagious when everybody's in it, busting out appointments, hitting submit, and the notifications are going off. Okay, there's no better, sweeter text message from anybody. I believe, right? Anybody, your mom, your cousin, your neighbor, your son, than a notification from your baby daddy, your sugar daddy, sugar mama, Primerica. Okay? Because that person is gonna provide the life for your husband, your wife, your kids, your family. It's your sugar mama and your sugar daddy, Primerica. Okay? All right, we'll finish up with some questions, so we'll close out. Yes?
No question, just let him know you never follow me back.
Follow me and I'll follow you back. Yes.
So I wanna, wait, so Amy told?
Yes.
I followed her yesterday.
And you can find me and I'll follow you back. Sometimes I don't know who it is. Maybe your IT needs a cleanup. Yeah, exactly.
Coach, I wanted to shout out Lori. She literally, training's not even over. She just used.
Yes, sir. See?
Lori,
Right, let's go. Awesome. Right? So, awesome. So really, guys, listen, I love you guys, but it's not enough to show up to these trainings and not use the information. So please do yourself some justice. Okay, go win for your family. 2024 is your year. There's no more talking about it, no more thinking about it, just do it and you'll be surprised at the results. We are. Let's go. Two people, love you.
That's good.
Thank you, Yene.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kills it, coach.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night, guys. Have a good night.